All right, when last we spoke, I confessed to you that I am a Doritos boy, a Doritos lad. I love my Doritos, and I did a flavor profile kind of taste test of my favorite flavors. You may recall, which are the Ultimate Cheddar and the Jumpin' Jack all-time king flavors. This time, another Doritos review with a unique international flair. So check this out. Look at these two flavors right here. These are Japanese Doritos. Now, you may not know this, but some of the flavors we love here in the United States, internationally, they have a twist to them. The recipe's a little different. So I'm not even 100% certain what these flavors are. I think this is, judging by the ingredients, I think it's kind of a seaweed profile kind of thing. It does say it has kind of kelp powder and stuff. So I'm thinking we're gonna get something akin to a seaweed snack. And this one, I believe, is just your regular nacho cheese flavor, but the Japanese version of that. And it says Doritos nacho cheese. It did tell us in English right there that it's Doritos nacho cheese. And finally, I'm gonna compare those to this. What's this, you may say? This just looks like normal baseline Doritos. You would think so, but this is actually Mexican Doritos from Mexico. So, and I know that having traveled a little and tasted Doritos from other countries, I know that they will tweak the original recipe just a little bit depending on the region or country that they're in. A lot of countries have more MSG, for instance. So this will be my base of comparison. Let's start with the most exotic flavor, the green Japanese Doritos. And I explained to you before my chip theory of hourglass, where you eat a bag of chips like an hourglass, turn it upside down, open. Now you're seeing what a strong guy I am, all right? Okay, take a look at that, look at that. Not a lot of dust. Us United States American folks, we like our Dorito dust. You know, when you open a sack, you want to see as much flavor dust on there as possible. Not a lot of dust, so it's hinting at a more subdued, subtle flavor. The chips are in excellent shape, so they held up on the trip over here from Japan. Let's try one out. Very subtle. It's almost just a corn kind of taste. It's just a basic Tostito almost, corn chip. That's what I would guess it as. The kelp, as that's ingredient, isn't even coming through. Now that I inspect the bag, it says corn snack, mild salt. That's exactly what I would call it. This might be the most boring Dorito I've ever tasted. Lackluster. I would not get it again, except this uniquely holds a position where it could be a Dorito that would go well with nachos, like a dip. Other Doritos that might be a little overkill, but hey, I'd be down for pouring some nacho cheese on this, dipping it in a bean, 7-layer dip, 5-layer dip, if that's your thing. But this isn't making anyone's top 10 Dorito flavor, I'm sorry. So now, let's try out the Doritos Japanese Nachos. Japanese nacho flavor. Look at the ingredients there. Look at the fine Japanese characters. Okay, hourglass, bag's open, chips. Now we're seeing, oh, I can smell a difference. This is actually smells more potent than, say, your average American cheese. I don't know if that has something to do with the way they use the processed flavoring, but this has quite a potent smell to it. And let's take a look. Let's examine, let me find a good chip here. Hey, this one is a real triangle there. Look at that. You know, still not overly dusty like we Americans might want, but I can see more flavor packed on there than our previous chips. Let's try it. Okay. Okay. You would not, as an American, you would not call this nacho cheese. It is, there's something cheesy about it, but it's almost like a barbecue sauce. I'm getting like a barbecue sauce profile. It's really good actually. But if you just tried this in a blind taste test, you would say this is a barbecue chip. Now, Why? I'm not sure the exact translation in Japanese, but the English translation says it's a Doritos nacho cheese snack. I don't think that's accurate. Let me look at the ingredients here. It's actually really tasty. Again, a more subtle flavor. I don't know if that's speaking to Japanese culture, where you're not getting those really dusty Doritos with a strong flavor. You're getting more subtle, subdued flavors. My cat is just dying to try a Dorito here. She ain't getting a Dorito. You are not a Dorito girl. Let me check it out. Okay, salt. Okay, cheese powder, creaming powder, onion powder, soy, yeast, tomato powder, spices. So again, I don't know what's doing it. Something is giving it like a barbecue kind of flavor, but that's a great chip right there. Perfect chip. Perfect triangle. But not nacho. Not nacho, but good. It's a good flavor. Japan, you ain't not making it in my top 10 Doritos, but this one's a contender. This one's good. Okay, now we're talking. Okay, south of the border. Here we go. This is what's closer to what an American Dorito looks like. You see that orange hue? Look at that. Look at that. This is what I'm talking. When I say dusty, I'm talking dusty, folks. That is a dusty Dorito. So these are both saying they're nacho. Okay, let's take a look here. Mexico, Japan. Can you see the difference? A lot more dust, a lot oranger on the Mexico one. Let's try it out. Oh my Lord. Okay. Now keeping in mind, I'm keeping the American flavored Doritos in mind and showing you this Doritos Nacho. This, in the United States, would not be a nacho Dorito. This, I'm taking it back actually. This is very spicy. So this would be one of the spicy profile Doritos, like your Tapatio Doritos, something like that. And I'm a wimp when it comes to spices. I told you in the last video, I don't go for the spicy flavors. Let me see what kind of, now these aren't translated, so let me see if I can see what might be making that spice. I got no clue, but something in here is making this a spicy chip. So I think this might be an equivalent to one of your Doritos spicy flavors, but in Mexico they just market it as nacho. Now I've had English Doritos from England before. They have more MSG, I believe, and the nacho cheese flavor is kind of bolder a little bit, if memory serves. This, in Mexico, they have themselves a spicy Dorito. I gotta say, I love the crispiness of this chip. I love the dust, because again, they're not being subtle. They're dusting the hell out of this, just like we do in the United States. But it's spicy, so it's personally not for me. To me, this hues closer to what a Dorito is and what it stands for, and what you think of as Doritos, than say your Japanese flavors, but you're getting a spicy nacho. Out of the three, my favorite has got to be this. It's a barbecue. So if you wanted a cross between a Tostitos chip, maybe a taco flavored Dorito, if you ever had the taco flavored. So I'd say this is a cross between taco Dorito, Tostito original, and a Lay's barbecue chip. It has the flavor of a Lay's barbecue chip. So it's kind of a winner. I kind of like it. And one last palate cleanser. Let's try this one. No, this is the one that's like a Tostito. This is like a cross between Lay's barbecue and a taco Dorito. This is just like a bland Tostito. No flavor. Wah, wah. I'm telling you though, what I might do after I stop recording on this, I might just go melt some cheese on these and see what happens, or maybe dip it in some beans or something. So to compare, we got the boring green Japanese Doritos, the not so cheesy, more barbecuey nacho cheese Japanese Doritos, and then the muy caliente Mexico nachos Doritos. For a Dorito lad with 3 bags of Doritos, this is not my favorite Dorito day. Last time I was in 7th heaven eating my ultimate cheddar, my jumpin' jack. I'm an American, that's my conclusion. I like my United States of America Doritos. So sorry, Japan, Mexico, you're not doing it for me, but I'm glad to have taken this Dorito journey with you. So why don't you tell me what your favorite Dorito flavor is, and if you have tried Doritos from another nation.